This video is brought to you by Green Man Gaming. Green Man Gaming. Sorry, I can't really keep that up for that long. Go to Green Man Gaming.
You made noise.
Confirming exit point telemetry.
Oh God, it's red. It's red, but really red. No,
vision?
the sun. It's red. It's really, really red.
Yeah,
That's the reddest sun I've ever seen. No, it's not a dwarf. It's just
red
very,
dwarf.
very red. That's the reddest star of all. That's the communism. Welcome back to Hunter Saves the Galaxy. I'm Hunter, and I'm here to save the galaxy. Where we left off, still here, still doing this.
Still bitching at each
Oh
other.
yeah, where we left off, we were talking about the death system, which is basically cloning. It is.
It's not cloning.
More context in case you're jumping into this series like mid-road trip. I don't know why you would, but some of you might. This is all details for Dungeons & Dorkheads, our upcoming D&D show. And we have engineered this death system to make it easier to get our characters back when they die, so that I don't have an aneurysm and waste hundreds of dollars on new art assets.
And so I've been trying to get him to capitulate to the idea that it's not cloning.
It is.
It's not. And that there is nothing wrong with having some drawbacks and limitations to the system. You can't just pretend to be normal. You're not normal. And until you're out of the system, you never will be
Yeah, but we
normal.
should still age in the system.
No. You can age.
I don't know why you're so goddamn ironclad on this one particular thing.
Because when you clock in and you are made a part of this ritual, right? This ritual that sustains life indefinitely while you're a part of it. You are made a copy of, right? Like who you are, your being and your soul are linked to the ritual.
Okay, maybe this is where things go wrong.
Your soul ages.
Why can't it be like when you're dead, the spell activates and it sends a signal made of pure energy to the nearest shrine?
Well, because there's only one
There's
shrine.
multiple. No,
No,
there
there's
are
one.
multiple. There's going to
No,
there's
there's
going
one.
to be more than one shrine because having only one is stupid.
It's not stupid. That's why you have the. That's why you.
They're
have the
in the
plates.
major cities.
No, there's
They're-
one.
We're back at square one, ladies and gentlemen.
Leaving system.
There are There are like people who can perform resurrections in the major
Nobody
cities.
wants to walk from Wizard City to wherever.
I said major cities, not Wizard City, because Wizard City doesn't have people who can do.
What if we're
resurrections.
overseas?
There are people who know resurrections over there. It's not unofficial magic. It's the will of the gods.
Okay, what if I told
And
you there
technically
is no
bards.
god?
Well, then who made the magic?
Space.
Yeah, no, that didn't work. No, the what do you call it? the magic in general, as I understand it, is derived from basically a god of magic.
See, now it just sounds like you're assuming things about my setting, and I don't appreciate that.
It's not assuming things about
You're
the setting.
assuming things about the setting.
The problem is that a lot of the spells kind of revolve around this, and if you're gonna change how
There
that
can
works,
be
then you
gods,
have to...
but it can't be the origin of magic. Because
Why
the
not?
origin
Why
of
can't it
magic
be
is
the origin?
definitely shiny rocks.
Can't those shiny rocks be god
No.
things? Why not?
Because I don't want a god to have major implications on the way the world operates.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, the god's dead.
Now it's
Did I
Warhammer.
forget to tell you? No! God damn it. Ugh, you suck. Okay, so, let me explain you the story. Basically what happened, there was this guy, right? And he was really powerful. And he says, I'm gonna cast a 10th level spell to basically rise to godhood. But the second he tried it, it started pulling on the strings that hold the world together so hard
Jumping to
that
next
the
system.
god of magic literally killed herself to save the world. And so now the god of magic doesn't exist anymore and is magic.
I hate it. See,
What?
I had this whole thing.
It's rad! That's
I
fucking
had this
rad!
whole thing planned out with an orb.
And you wanted the wizard city to be like the thing,
No,
where it's all
No.
them. You love
I
wizard
do.
city.
I
know
do
it.
like Wizard
I
City,
know it's 'cause
or
you like Wizard
Arcana,
City.
or Arcania, as it is properly known as. But everyone calls. Let's face it,
Wizard
everyone
City.
calls it Wizard City.
Keep it tight.
It's like the Winter City. It has a real name, but everyone calls it the other thing.
Why don't you like that? Why don't you like that really cool idea? It's a good idea. It's a good
Yeah, but
idea.
it wasn't my idea.
So what? We're collaborating.
I don't think I've opened up to your ideas yet, honestly.
Of course you haven't, because you're a stubborn bitch.
Yeah. And I've been
It's-
working
it's-
on
and
this
it's
for
not-
a really long time.
I know, and I'm not saying that you're not. I'm saying this is why you haven't opened up to my ideas. It's because you're stubborn, not because my ideas are bad. They are good ideas, and you're just
I haven't
stubborn.
even drawn the second map yet.
Focus on the first
The
one.
first one's done.
Yeah, but you haven't even figured everything out yet.
First map is
Focus
done.
on the first map.
It
Is
is.
it? Okay. Name every city.
Off the top of my head?
Yes. You should know these by now if you've actually
What
finished that
does
map.
this have to do with the map actually being finished?
Because it's not the map that needs to be finished, it's the world that needs
Well,
to be finished.
I can't do the rest of the world without...
Yes, you can! You can do the mechanical part. You're just... At the end of the day, when you make a map, all you're doing is making a playground for certain things to happen, right? And certain places for characters
Okay,
to visit.
look.
In this context, it's a little different because you are actually
All
creating a
systems
world
check
to
out.
use
No.
later. So, okay, take that as it is. At the end of the
Okay,
day,
see, I can't name the cities off the top of my head. If you give me a name, I can tell you where it is and what it's about.
all right. Well, I don't know the names of your cities either, so. Oopsie poopsie.
Arkgand, for example. Arkgand.
What's that?
Arkgand is the city of humans and goblins built alongside the border river.
What's the border
The
river?
border river is... I just call it the border river. It has a name, but I haven't named it. It's just the river that separates the human lands from the goblin lands.
Why is that? Okay, well, I guess my other question is, why is that border significant? Why don't they just
They just have a really good relationship
All
going right
systems
now.
check out.
Yeah, but why is that border significant?
Well,
why wouldn't they
they
just
do
coexist?
coexist, but they like to be independent.
That's not a good excuse. There's got to be a reason for that border.
Well, it's not out of the question that they could go to war. There
How
might
about
still be
how about
no, shut up.
war?
There might still be an itty bitty bitty bit of what's that? What the hell's that marker?
Is it animosity? Is the word you're looking for?
I was gonna say, oh, that's the actual planet. I'm close enough to actually be able to see it. Ugh. Okay.
Exiting map.
Anyway, I was gonna say... Okay, first of all, define animosity, because I might want to use that word.
Just some grudge, kind of, like a little bit,
Maybe
but not
an
really.
itty
It's
bitty
kind of
bit,
like just
yeah. Arkgand...
some bad blood.
just a bit.
Wow, that's a red sun. You were right.
Arkgand, however, is like the city where they're trying to put their differences aside and coexist, like completely.
Okay, is that more of a singular founder's
Yes.
image, or is it? Oh, perfect. Okay, so it's an anomaly.
Well, not a single founder. It was founded by a human and a
Like,
goblin.
There's a guy. Like there's like a founding group, and it's their
one
thing.
human and one goblin.
Are
We're
they
like,
still
we're gonna
alive?
coexist. We're gonna found this city right here. It's gonna be awesome. There's gonna be free barbecue and pinball for everyone.
Okay, perfect. Now, what were their names? And how does the rest of the world have anything to do with it? And again, like, look, this is something, when you say I'm gonna make a city, these are the things that.
Well, it started as a
If you're
town.
gonna say I'm dotting the.
It started as a town.
Well, yeah, that's how all cities start. But when it becomes a city, there needs to be a reason.
Because
for
there
it.
was a
Usually it's resource.
well, because there was a cool waterfall.
That's not
Also,
a good
the
reason.
clip.
What was
What?
in the waterfall? What was
Nothing.
in the waterfall?
It's just a really cool looking waterfall.
Okay. Was there
We
any
built a
resource
bridge
nearby
right
that could
off
be
of the
exploited?
mist of it. Freaking gorgeous.
Was there any resources nearby that could be exploited to justify a
Yes,
city?
there's the mines.
Okay, what do they do?
What do you want them to do? Let's
What-
say,
Course adjustment.
I mean, Hunter, it's a city. It's got to be unique. What are they doing? Why is it not just a town?
it is a very major trade hub between humans and goblins.
How?
Because there's
Like,
there's a
isn't
bridge that spans the river separating the human half and the goblin half. It's just really easy to get goods across that way.
Well, sure. But I mean, what was stopping trade before?
Nothing. It was just harder.
They could've just-
this way's just easier. Like with,
Okay, I don't think
with
that
the bridge.
I don't think
no,
that
no,
justifies
like,
a city.
With the bridge, you can get carts filled with goods across. With the
Yeah,
other
I
way,
think that's
you
good
gotta
enough
Oregon
for
Trail
a
the
town.
stupid shit. Fucking ford the river, build a raft, maybe hire a boat.
See, Hunter, I think that's enough for a town, not a city. The city needs.
It's
okay,
also
when I
very
think-
culturally significant.
What is it? Well, okay, because you're saying that there's a little
There's
bit
a
of
lot of
animosity.
stuff going on in
right?
this one town.
Yeah, okay. That's fine. And that's a good reason to have players go there. I'm saying, is there anything more unique about it? I guess the other question is why so many cities? Why not have only like 2 to 3 cities and like the rest are like decent
Because it's a
sized towns, and
continent.
then you have the villages below that. Well, yeah, but like you're talking about like Renaissance-ish medieval fantasy.
With a
The
bit of
resources to
steampunk.
build a city are with a bit of steampunk, but that's like one
That's like
faction, and
2 or
that
3, dude.
the goblins I don't really count because they just like
The
grimy a
go-
little
the
bit.
goblins are trying. Like that.
Then you
Like
have the
there's that
dwarves, I
one
guess, who are
character
like
I came up
industrial
with.
but less.
There's this
so.
one goblin tinkerer character I came up with. He's trying to figure out helicopters.
That's a noble goal.
Or then, like, we talked about the giant turtle. The giant robot turtle. The
From who?
goblins. This goblin mad scientist creates a giant robotic turtle, and it's got cannons on it. Like,
How giant?
how big was that thing we had on the server? It was really big. Exactly that big.
Ugh. Okay.
It is not
And-
common to see these types of things, by the way. The giant turtle is kind of outlandish.
Yeah, I know. It's still, even with that, it's still out of left field.
Well, that's the fun turtle
Course
quest where you
adjustment.
gotta stop the rampaging turtle from reaching I don't know, Arkgand or some shit. You gotta climb up inside of it and turn it off somehow. Then you gotta track that guy down and beat him up.
See, unironically, that's a great sounding quest. Fuck it, whatever. I have no reason to really object. I personally I wouldn't have written it, but objectively speaking, I see
You're
nothing
gonna
wrong
love
with
the
it.
origin story.
I don't care about the origin story, frankly.
Pretty much. Okay, for context for the people at home, most of this stuff comes from the Minecraft server, and there used to be a giant turtle, but the server would crash every time we went over there, so we took that out. It's gone. It's not there anymore.
Giant turtle.
Giant robot turtle. It was going to be a faction hub. And every now and then we were going to move it. It was going to be so cool, but no one could stand next to it without the server crashing.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, so we had to scrap the whole thing. So I'm recycling the idea.
I have a different
Steam
idea.
Dwellers, by the way, they're gone. We're not doing the Steam Dwellers. The solely
that's
steampunk
fine.
focused
Nobody-
faction, they're gone.
Yeah, nobody needs that. But what I was thinking, so what's it called? You know how the Skylords have their
Gliders.
their what do you call it? No, not the gliders. Like they have their main city that moves
Maximum
around.
velocity.
Gargantia is the working title.
Yeah.
We can't
It's
call
the-
it that
the
because
giant-
that's the name of an
Key
animal.
systems are at optimal levels, readying
It's
for
a giant
exit.
ship
Yeah.
that moves around, right?
It's the city ship.
Yeah. Why not have the goblin turtle be the goblins moving city?
What the? I just got a thing. What is a T-type star? This looks like a really
I don't
common
know.
star.
I don't know what a T-class star is. I haven't been to
It's
one
like
in a long time. I don't.
that's
think.
like saying somebody is a sub-8 male.
No, Jimmy, take the red pill. I love the red pill.
Sheen.
Yeah.
That's the black pill, Jimmy.
That's the biggest black pill of them all.
Oh god.
Hey Jim, you want to join Antifa?
Hey Jimmy, go to the Brain Cell subreddit. It'll really change the way you look at the world.
It'll really it'll tell you why City doesn't love you. It's because you're a sub-8 male.
You're a new male.
That's like the best Odie and G skit ever.
Yeah, okay, we're not doing the war tortoise being a giant moving goblin city. Maybe
you don't wanna do
not at
Town.
first. Maybe it gets repurposed.
So, like, the party liberates it, and the goblins are like, hey, there was actually, like, a decent idea here. How about we just de-weaponize it and turn it into, like, a
Exactly.
trade hub? And then
Exactly.
move it around. Hey.
Dude, I fucking love
I'll roll
that,
with
like,
that.
goddamn ramshackle shit. And that's totally something the goblins would do! Oh my god, yes!
I mean, why would they waste
Oh my god,
the time?
yes, this is the idea now. This is the idea, it is happening.
Headhunter? I'm a big smart. You can't just do
Yeah, I
the thing
just
with stuff.
I want it to start as this big, huge thing, and the fucking mad scientist comes out. He's like, "I built this machine. It's got legs and it has cannons." I tried to make it fly. It didn't work. The propellers.
I tried to make it fly, but the rocket thrusters I put on it, they turned out to be cannons.
I was gonna say,
Oops! And then just start firing
propellers. It
people.
would totally be
Scanning for
rockets.
anomalies. None.
I feel like the goblins would really, really like their ballistics.
They plus fireworks. Yes.
There you go. That's the answer, folks.
Goblins invented fireworks.
I have a fucking eagle eye on the Unisana stream because Shane wants me to OBS the fucking ending.
Let's talk about that.
Talk
Unis
about
honest.
What's to talk about? You never even
Well,
launched it.
first of all, context for those of you who have no idea.
Adjusting the jump.
Markiplier and this other guy came up with a channel idea called Unis Honest. The idea behind the channel is they're going to do a bunch of videos on this channel. Like, the original idea was one a day, but COVID kind of threw a wrench in that plan. They were going to do one video a day, and after 365 days, exactly 1 year, delete the whole channel. And, yeah, a lot of people around me really got into it. Like, Jenny has been watching that shit since before I even went to work. And I don't get it. I don't get it.
I mean,
I don't see the
It's ju-
point
it's
in
ju-
getting invested in a channel if it's just going to be gone after 1 year.
oh, I don't know. I don't think it's that. We just. I don't know. I like the
What
message.
was it, like, live in
I
the
guess.
moment?
Kind of. I don't know. It was more of like,
I like that.
It was more of a rumination on just existing in, like existing in a way where you remember that there isn't an infinite amount of time.
Not yet, anyway.
Yeah, not yet anyway. Like, as it stands right now is just understanding. And,
Leaving
and
system.
reminding yourself and being aware. Not, like, fearing it, just knowing
Hyperspace
that you don't
velocity.
have
I
all the
believe
time in the
I
world.
believe humanity can achieve infinite age. We just haven't figured that
We
drug
just
out.
haven't gotten there yet. Yeah, I agree. And I want transhumanism to become a thing. But, it's
Dude,
still
I don't wanna
comforting
die.
in a way.
There's
Of
not
course
a
not. Nobody
single
does.
day that goes by where I don't think about death.
Yeah. And what I'm saying is like it's like moderately. I guess well, it's not.
Which
like
is why the
comforting, but
whole
it's like, it's
death
moderately
thing
nice.
is throwing a wrench in our plans.
Why we're getting rid of it?
Record deals, movie rights, reality shows, video games.
Okay, see, look. While you don't like death, a lot of people really like to
The
see
fucking
things
Adia
die.
campaign tie-in video
It's like
game.
a normal thing. There's a reason people play
The
first-person
tie-in
shooters.
video game. Octi.
I think the commissioner for your character designs is gonna want an extra.
Well,
cut
it
of
would
that
be a
pie
Flash
if you make
game.
it that far, but
Like a 2D
just saying.
side-scroller Flash game.
do you know how to program one? Because I sure as shit ain't making it for you.
Everybody loves a good Kickstarter. That's... no,
enough.
forget I said that. Nobody loves a good
Fair
Kickstarter.
enough. 47 minutes.
God, Kickstarter has fallen from grace. That's
It sure
that's how we're funding
has.
the radio play, though.
Jumping to next system.
Yeah.
Starter.
We could probably hammer out a decent one with like $4 grand.
Exit destination
And then,
confirmed.
like,
Arrival in 5, 4, 3.
And then we put that up on a website, and we charge $5 for the whole season. Maybe 10.
Huh. I mean, that's not bad. But
Like the
I don't
podcast is going to be free, and obviously it's going to be free on YouTube. But where's the money come in? Like the real money. I have to think of profits.
we need money. Dutch, I don't know. We don't need any more money.
I want to make a career out of
Arthur.
this. Out of me on
What,
the
out of
internet
this
making
specific-
stuff.
I mean, yeah, just do that. Continue doing what you're doing. I mean, be ambitious, obviously.
This is
but, you know,
this is me being ambitious. I'm making another thing, and I already have too many projects.
you don't have too many.
I kind of do.
Yeah, well, who's
Mine. Dude, I never said it wasn't my fault. I know I take on too many projects.
Shit.
And all I do is work.
Work, 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 work. All right,
And
hey,
I like to
Hunter.
work. What?
I'm gonna have to mute for a
Where you
little
going?
bit. I gotta do this. I gotta do this thing for Shane. I think they're about to top out at 1 million, so they might show us what's in
Oh.
the casket.
Tell me what's in the casket. By the time this video goes
I
up,
will.
that'll have been over anyway.
Yeah. And you better have been there. Otherwise, this will be your only other place to
believe
remember.
me, I wasn't there.
Alright, I'll be
Okay.
right back.
Now, I know this is in danger of becoming a TED Talk, but... let's talk about dwarves. Basically, the dwarves in this world that we're
Hull
designing,
integrity is within
They,
limits. All other systems are ignored.
they don't have a kingdom, basically. They are more or less isolated. They live on mountains, mostly. They don't have, like, a kingdom per se. They hold up in the mountains, in, like, large communities in the mountain. And basically, okay, the mountains are connected by the train system, which like runs in a big loop around the 3 goblin holdouts: Stoneholm, Iron Ridge, and Granite something or other. I haven't fully written that one out yet. You can tell because I don't remember the name. Granite Side? Granite Berg. Granite. Definitely granite. Which is a rock. Which is probably what this planet is made of. Okay, the fuel scooping is done. Yeah, it'd be really great without the yeah, I'm I'm out of it again. Okay, we're back. I had to pause it. The entire conversation fell apart. I thought I could talk about dwarves for an hour and a half. Turns out I can't.
I was doing good for an hour and a half. Okay, maybe an hour and a half.
God. I had a look at the galaxy map, though. We are just a itty bitty bit over halfway there.
System jump engaging.
Total. To Colonia.
Once we make it?
Well, no, right now.
All systems checked.
Like, right now.
How many jumps are your way?
We are there, we will be over halfway there. By a noticeable margin.
How many jumps are your way?
Me, I am 38.
Ooh, I'm 33.
It's not bad. Like,
How am I
there
so
is a
much faster than
single
you?
digit number between us, and that's awesome.
Yeah, well, give it a minute.
I will not. Anyway, so, yeah, I was gonna talk about dwarves.
What's to
I don't
talk
know.
about?
Dude,
The
we pretty
dwarves.
much hammered out the dwarves, like, at our first brain sesh.
Yeah, they're just dwarves. They have their own thing going. They're industrious. They have their little holds, and they have the underground
The
transportation
underground
system.
railway. Which also
And
links
that's,
into other towns because it gives them enormous political favors. Damn it, that's
yeah.
beautiful in its simplicity.
That's how most factions that I make are.
What about gnomes?
I keep them.
What about
stupidly simple.
gnomes? We've never talked about
Uh,
gnomes.
Make them Keebler elves and make them
No, I
killable.
was... What the fuck, man?
I fucking hate gnomes.
Well, here's
Hate
the
gnomes.
thing in this universe. In this universe, the gnomes just... They're over there in their little corner, and they kind of just want to be left alone.
we just kill
No,
'em?
we
Can we just
cannot
murder
murder
no.
gnomes.
Yeah, we
They
just murder them.
they kind of just want to be left alone.
But they suck.
Yeah, they suck, but they live in little hobbit holes in this universe.
That's gross, kill them. They're like rabbits.
I haven't even talked about the rabbit people. There are rabbit people, they're just not here.
No, there
There
are
are
not
rabbit
rabbit
people.
people. You lied.
They come from
No.
the same fucking...
No,
they come from the
fucking
same
don't.
continent as the fawns.
I'm stopping you right
Why
goddamn
can
now.
we have fawns but not rabbit people?
Because you screamed at the top of your lungs when I said you couldn't have fawns.
Yeah, and I said fawns are non-negotiable.
And there you go. And I was like, alright, fine, you can have your fawns. No fucking rabbit people.
You didn't have a problem with the cat people.
Yeah, because, I don't know. I want a cat boy?
We
I don't know.
have
Fuck you.
deer people and cat people. Now is the time for rabbit people.
No, because you're basically just making faster goat people. With
No,
long
but
ears.
you can't play as them. They're not a playable race.
But then it doesn't matter.
Why don't they just have the same stats as fawns?
Because then they're basically just fawns, but stupid looking. I'd rather kill
We're
fawns.
not killing fawns.
Look, if they're trying to attack me and there happens to be a fawn, I'm killing the fawn.
Well, I mean, yeah, do that, but we're not gonna go out and actively seek out. We're not killing gnomes.
Gnomes are.
We are
on
not
genocide
genociding
flag.
gnomes.
They very much deserve it. Have you seen their pointy hats?
Yes, we've all played RuneScape.
Jesus Christ.
Every time we're going through the land of the gnomes in Adia, that song is gonna be playing. The fucking gnome, or at least it's gonna be the fucking theme.
Fucking tree
Fucking
gnome
tree
village.
gnome village.
I swear to God, if I hear that loop one more goddamn time, I'm gonna scream.
You know what the worst part about that is? That's not even remotely where that song comes from. Like, you know how that game has 1,000 music tracks? Yeah, RuneScape has like 1,000 music tracks. Yeah,
No, I
RuneScape
didn't
has
know
like
that.
1,000 music tracks, and the Tree Gnome Village one, or the thing that people say is Tree Gnome Village, that's not the song that plays in Tree Gnome Village. The song everyone plays, that's on like some random ass road somewhere. We're still playing it if we can.
Are you sure they're not thinking of Shiloh Village?
I am absolutely sure that they're not thinking of Shiloh Village. Question.
That's remarkably close to the tree gnomes
Question.
last I checked.
Where the hell is Shiloh Village?
Oh.
Shit. Where was Shiloh Village?
Affirmative.
That was one of those towns that didn't have enough going for it to remember it.
I think it had something to do with one of the Monkey Madness quests. I think. I don't remember.
I don't care.
Wow. Well, I don't care about you either.
Yeah,
Jeez.
but RuneScape is a major inspiration
Right.
source right now. It probably shouldn't be, but it is. Actually, no, why shouldn't it be? It works. It works for generating ideas. It does.
Sure.
It's like, you want to design a fantasy world? Play fantasy games. Come up with tons of ideas.
or just read anything, you know. Just read
don't-
work. Listen
I
to
don't
tropes.
read.
What do you mean you don't read?
I don't have the attention span to read a book.
You absolutely have the attention span to read a book. Hunter, I'm more ADD than anybody
It's a
in this
miracle
goddamn
I
server,
made it
and
through
even
Fallout
I
Equestria.
Hunter, I am more ADD than anybody that I fucking know. Like, debilitatingly so. And even I can read books.
I think it's
Come
more
on.
the
You
fact
can
that I'm
fucking
very
read.
scatterbrained.
Yeah, that's...
Like, I have a very crowded head up here.
Are you sure that you're more just don't like reading because you don't like reading?
Maybe. Maybe.
4, 3, 2.
I think it's because I'm too damn
Like, if I get a-
scatterbrained to get anything done.
If I think it's because you just don't like any form of media.
That's not
Key
true.
systems are at optimal levels, readying for exit.
Which reminds me, I have to watch that new episode of The Mandalorian.
Fuel scooping.
I still haven't watched The
Systems
Mandalorian.
complete.
It's
I just know it's a. I just know that it is a better space western than Firefly.
I think Firefly was
For
a
one-
major
for-
inspiration of it. Whether or not it's
See, you
better, I
wanna know why I
don't
think that?
know if I want to fight you on this.
Frameshift drive charge.
Like, Firefly
Do you
is
wanna know
amazing,
why
don't get me wrong.
I personally
but-
think that. I think that The Mandalorian is better than Firefly for one
because
simple
Firefly got canceled?
reason. Yeah,
Jump into
Mandalorian
next
got
system.
season 2.
Mean.
It's
That's
really
mean.
mean. I
Frameshift
actually still
now
need to
I
engaged.
have-
watch Firefly.
I
I heard it's
Enemies
love
detected.
I heard it's like I heard it's basically Cowboy Bebop, but
Confirming it.
like a live
It's
action
very
version.
good. I really like Firefly.
Fuel scooping.
Like, I grew up with a whole load of sci-fi stuff. I watched Stargate.
My ma was a big Trekkie.
I wasn't into Star Trek, actually.
I like Star Trek. I like it for its campiness.
Me and
It's not
Star
good,
Wars went through
but I like it.
phases of obsessed with Star Wars.
I lost faith after what's it called? After
I
Attack of
got
the Clones.
really into
Which
Phantom
is the
Menace
worst
because
movie fucking-
stupid young me didn't know that Anakin Skywalker was a bad actor.
Yeah. I mean, the story was kind of fun, and Qui-Gon Jinn was rad, so...
Yeah, got fucking Liam Neeson in there. You know you gotta respect the
Yeah.
Neeson.
But, and so that was the thing, though. It's like, we had that.
Attack of the
But
Clones,
then you
though,
do-
I think I'm gonna disagree with you on that.
You-
It had
really?
some real good fights.
It
It
didn't,
did.
though.
And then you had
Okay,
the
look,
Battle
how
of
about this?
Geonosis. With like 10 million fucking clone troopers coming all out at once with all their guns and shooting folks.
See, okay. The reason... What I like... yeah, okay. So, do you know what I remember the Phantom... Or
And
do,
then,
what I remember Attack of the
and
Clones
then,
for? I remember Attack of the Clones for...
I
the-
will fully admit, Attack of the Clones
I remember
had...
Attack of the Clones for the Centipede. I remember it for the Centipedes. I remember it for Padme falling out of the fucking cruiser and rolling down the fucking thing and just lying there like and Anakin's just like Padme and everyone's like, no Anakin, no, your dick is too horny, and I'm just like, yeah Anakin, and he's just like, I won't leave her. And then I also remember Yoda's screech. And those
The
are the only
fucking
three things
Yoda
that I remember
lightsaber
about that
fight.
movie. Yeah, that's cool.
I will fully admit, Attack of the...
Those are the only three things that I remember
will
about
fully
that movie.
admit that-
And then I watch it again.
I will fully admit that Attack of the Clones sort of had a lot of trouble gaining momentum. But it had
here's
its
what it was.
fantastic moments.
Well,
And then-
here's the thing: when I go back and watch it, when I went back and watched it, I liked, what's it called? I liked, the intro scene. That was pretty good. It wasn't great, but it was okay. I liked pretty much everything that had to do with the Coruscant, like kind of like gutter district. With
Yeah,
the bar and shit.
And
And
I
I
like
like
them
the-
showing a bit of a seedier side of the galaxy, which is not what Disney has accomplished with desert planet after
And I
desert
like-
planet after desert planet.
And I really like. Well, I mean, that's what most planets are. They're just fucking rocks.
With Disney, it's just been desert after desert after ice after desert after desert after nothing. Salt. The salt
Sure.
planet. The salt planet.
Yeah, the red salt planet.
Fucking great.
It was pretty cool.
I
liked
fucking
it.
hate Crate. I hate every planet that they came up with for the sequel trilogy.
Cool. It was literally just.
It's
for
like,
an
hey,
aesthetic,
look
and
at
I
this
liked
new desert planet. It's another fucking Tatooine, you bastards.
it. But yeah.
And
it
now,
was that.
look, here is
and
our
then-
new movie with fucking The Rise of Skywalker, the epilepsy planet.
What was the other? There was another one. Oh yeah, it was the bounty hunter chase. Not on Camino, but on another one. It was on Coruscant where they were fighting the
Yeah.
assassin. That scene was fun. And then just like the whole part of the movie where they hunt down Boba Fett. Everything with
Django.
Anakin and
Django Fett.
yeah.
You said
did I
Boba
say?
Fett.
Oh yeah, sorry. And it's Django.
It's Django Fett and Boba Fett.
Django.
I will get it wrong
Django
forever because it pisses people off, and I think
Django.
that's funny.
It's not pissing me
It
off.
pisses
it's
other
Django.
people off, and I think that's funny.
Perfect. Anyway.
I liked
shit,
Revenge
wait.
of the Sith
over?
for just its ability to round
Oh, no, we got
everything
15
off.
minutes left. Fuck, can you believe
What?
that, Hunter? There are 15 minutes left. The length of one Unis Honest video until this whole fucking channel is
That's great.
deleted.
I found a water world. And we
Damn.
already did the Unis Honest bit.
It's not a bit. I'm fucking watching it today.
Kinda.
That's what I'm doing. I'm
You're
literally
also
doing that
flying
today.
a ship, and then we're heavily debating about the mechanics of death.
In the world. We're trying to get you past this whole wigged outness about like it's not fucking cloning, except you're saying it
Because
fucking
it definitely is.
It's not. You're just pissed off that your character doesn't age.
Why can't we just take that out, and then everything would be fine?
Because functionally it is out, but I'm gonna pay lip service to the fact that you just come back.
Just take out the anti-aging thing, and we're good.
It's not
basically
anti-aging.
is.
It's not. You're just creating a new form of flesh. That's it. It's not anti-aging.
Let's just do the pure energy thing.
No, because then that would imply that you're able to take the body and move it
No,
somewhere.
just
No.
the pure energy. The body is still there, but the soul and all other bodily information, as it were, becomes pure energy.
Well, that would
Like, if you
that
have a
would then
scar,
be able-
it keeps the scar. That's another reason I
Scanning for
don't want to do
anomalies.
this. The scars. I like
dumb.
scars.
You can
No,
have
you can't because
scars.
they'll just be deleted.
No, because if you get a scar. Well, I mean, yeah, if you die, yeah, it gets deleted.
See, and I hate that. I
shouldn't
do.
hate that.
I shouldn't, but I do.
Hunter, come on.
Whoa,
if you
hold on,
roll
hold on,
with
hold
the
on, hold
system,
on.
I think you'll like it.
Never mind.
If you just roll with it, I think you'll like it.
I guarantee I won't.
You aren't even gonna fucking notice it. You aren't gonna notice it until your character dies. At which point, that's
the
when
whole
you're
damn
allowed
show gets canceled because I'm pissed. I know
That's
myself. I will do that.
That's dumb. And you
I
know
know
that's
it's dumb, but I'll do it because I'm impulsive like that.
Yes, but you'll bring it back and you'll be like, look, I'm sorry, that was
Yeah, but
stupid,
not before I delete
but
every
I don't
single
like this."
episode. Look, I don't want the headache.
It's not gonna be
It
a
will.
fucking headache.
Course
You
adjustment.
have, and not if you accept it now.
I will not.
Then
I'm
that's
putting
your
my
problem,
foot down. I
isn't it?
won't accept it. Not in my good Christian Minecraft server.
Hull integrity
See,
is
okay,
within...
Hunter, I didn't want to have to pull this card. But I also have my own world that I've been working on for years.
Fuel scooping.
That's great, but this one's mine.
I could just poach all the players and we could just run my thing.
You wouldn't do that.
I don't want to do that. I would run it alongside your thing. Like, I would do it as my own little project, and we're doing your thing.
Do you really want to run 3 campaigns?
The other one's easier, because I'm not homebrewing a bunch of stuff. I already have most of my world tacked out with really easy plot hooks and stuff. And I have 4 big bads. That's about it. That's all you need. That's enough for like a year of D&D.
I'm not budging on this.
You really should.
I won't.
Because there's nothing wrong with
I
it.
don't think I
What?
physically can budge on this.
See, Hunter, all we're doing is we're adding a little bit of drama to the act of resurrection.
The drama is I have to walk halfway across the globe to get my stuff.
No, the drama is you have to go on a journey to get your
Just
stuff
keep
back
the
from the
aging
people
in,
that killed
though.
you.
It's the
No.
aging thing that's getting to me. Everything else is fine. It's this one thing, and you won't fucking budge on
Get
it for some
over
reason.
it.
I
Get
will
over
not.
it. It's super easy. Just say whatever, man. Look, okay. On like the mechanics of the thing, that's fine. I'll roll with it.
Adjusting for jump.
The fucking mechanics of the thing.
System jump
It doesn't
engaging.
update on the fly. It's just connecting your soul to this
Nope,
overarching
you
thing.
are nitpicking and biased. I win. Goodbye.
Confirmed.
And with that terrible disappointment,
Steve.
it is time to
no,
end the video.
No, I'm not letting you run it. I'm not letting
It
you get
is
away with this
actually
one, not
time
this
to end the video.
Fuel scooping.
Well, fucking.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, go ahead and hit the like button really hard with your head. And hopefully, next week, when we come back, we'll sort all this out. Because right now, we're just whacking each other with sticks.
Coming